Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Art in the Morning. So, we're going to start a first episode. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk about some idea collecting. It probably won't be I always say that, don't I? It'll only be a short video, and then we'll do a separate video for a project. So, but let me start by saying two things. Today's a good day. We love Mondays. I love Mondays because I'm here with you guys. So, yeah. I'm not, I love Mondays because I get to hang out with you guys and play. And I want to show you one thing I bought. I did buy a couple things, but I'll talk about the other thing later if I get time. But I got this at Five and Below. I had a big thing of fingernail polish. It had like 10 colors in it for $5, and I said, "Nah, I'll put it back." I was good. I put something back. But I did get this. I got the Japanese art to color in. It was $4. It's Five and Below, right? So everything is $5 and below. This was $4. Now, I am going to read a little bit of this to you. I think I'll do it after I show the this today's idea collecting. But yeah, so I'll show this to you after we talk about today's ideas um, from last week. Okay, and I did start a page in it, so of course, I started a page in it, and then I have a couple little other ideas to share with you too. Hang on, guys. I feel a sneeze coming on. Try not to sneeze on you. Because you get to. Oh, good. All right. Good, Francis. So, a couple things on ideas. First, I've shown this before, and it was a hack I found online. But I came across it again when I was organizing some more stuff, and I came across this. I know I've shown it before. It is a gift card. This is a Barnes and Noble Christmas one, so it's got the little Santa hat on there. But it can be just your regular gift card, but it needs to be one of the thick kinds, okay? Especially if you have a heavy phone. But what you do is you just bend one side short, and then this side, one side's long, medium, short. Just kind of keep that in mind. Long, medium, short. And you bend the card, and what it is, it'll hold your phone. And I mean, it's sturdy. Look, this is a P. This is a 7P. It's heavy. It's heavy. And look, it will hold up. So yeah, so if you want to make your own little phone stand, there's an idea for you. It's just out of a card, out of a gift card. So yeah, so there's my little extra little hack. Another thing I want to show you, I did these, I think, all right, I did sign the back of it. I did this in 2015. Yeah, and at Five and Below, I did get me a new plastic see-through. This is my business cards in here, and this is another idea for you. Put you a business card or some kind of contact information inside your case, so if you ever lose your phone, you can't get in it, right? People can't. So put a business card or some kind of information about who you are, so that if you ever lose your phone, your card is in. I put two so that people can obviously see it's a business card and not a phone case, whatever. So if a phone gets lost, I can just pull out my business card. But I got a new clear case. My other one was getting a little just worn. So I got a new clear one, and this one has extra corners on it. It's hard. There you go. It's got extra thick plastic corners, which is always good for the droppings when you drop it. um, yeah. I do give my business cards out. I give my business cards out to people that want my business. I don't give them out just to. I mean, I give them out. When I think that there's for people that want my commissions, right? So anyway, and usually I try to send. If I don't send the card, I send my postcards. When someone commissions me, I usually send them a postcard. I get these at Vistaprint. They're just a Vistaprint card, my information on the back. And so if someone commissions me, I usually put a postcard in there. Um, yeah, I'm not getting the iPhone 10. Yeah, this one's. I love my phone. I love it. So anyway, I did spend $5 on a new case, you know, new iPhone case, and it's got, you know, extra heavy plastic on the sides. Okay, so again, my little thing here, just set it there. See how it works? I mean, I think y'all can see very well. But I didn't invent this. I saw this on a hack online. I don't know who did it, but you know. Okay, so the other thing I was going to show you, again, this is going to be our Idea Collecting Society of Idea Collectors episode 9. And I'm going to review some things, and I think this week everybody can kind of catch up. Okay, but first, another idea here is these were from 2015. And you can get these little half masks and full masks at Hobby Lobby, probably at Michael's too. I got mine at Hobby Lobby. Let me see, let me put a piece of paper here so you can, because they're... So these are, because Halloween's coming up, if you want to do something in your own style, get these masks and do whatever it is you do in your style and do it on these masks. I do collage, mixed media collage, so that's what I did on this. I did my collage, my paint. See the little people there, little people going up a hill. And they are on my Facebook page, and I think they're on Instagram too. And they're from 2015, so. And then I did varnish them. So here's the half mask, and here's another half mask. I mean, I don't wear them. I'm just, you know, you could do the, what do you call it, Louisiana, New Orleans, what do you call it? You know, Mardi Gras. You could do Mardi Gras masks if you want. Put feathers and jewels. You could jewel them up, you know, put bling all over them. Do whatever. But anyway, I did, you know, here's my half watch. I did not extend the hands on this one. So there's that one. And then the last one here. I mean, if y'all want to do something like this during, you know, yeah, couldn't just Mardi Gras just slipped my mind. Maybe we could do something like this in October. Here's another one. I can't get much closer than that without refocusing, so. Little waterfalls. Hey, Julie. Another waterfall. And this one I came looking out, coming out of the eye like it's crying. See? Tear. In a big water, you know, water river or whatever here. So those were the masks that I made a couple years ago. So if y'all, you know, if I can find, I mean, I saw them at Hobby Lobby last time I was there. I just didn't get any. Yeah, in the varnish is the same varnish I use on my art cards, my art journal, the Delta Ceram coat, interior, exterior gloss. I'm gonna have to go get something to drink, guys. I'm losing my voice already. It's too early to lose my voice. So, all right. So last week we did a couple things. We did the colors, which I've already put those in my big idea notebook. We did the colors. So okay, I'll do that. I think part of this was we did on week 8, but I'm going to extend this to week 9 as well. So last week, remember I told y'all to take 3 of your items, a person, place, and thing, and I randomly picked a fox, Texas, and coffee. Now, I did not have time to completely develop the thing, but I'll show you where it was going. Okay, so we asked the questions who, what, where, when, why. So I started just making up a story. So my fox in Texas, he owns a coffee shop in Texas. 1930s, a 1930s, you know, type coffee shop. But what's so cool about this coffee shop is when you go into this coffee shop, it takes you back to a time in your life when you still believed in wonder. W-O, you know, wonder, like wonder years, you know. It takes you back to a time when you were still believing in wonder. And that's what happens when you go to this coffee shop. And this fox runs this coffee shop. So I made it in the Texas Hill Country in the 30s. It's open 24 hours. I have little notes here. I know. So anyway, yeah. So I have little notes about, just a quick, because I got it all, I put it all out in what do you call it? Drawings. So I made some sketches. So here's my little fox. I just found some images. I haven't turned them into a cartoon or anything. I just found some little fox, did some quick little sketches of a fox. You like the idea? Then I looked up all kinds of 1930s and vintage coffee shop. Like today we have Waffle House. It kind of has that vibe, right? But so I looked up different things because it was going to be in Texas. So this is like and I wrote notes. It's like one of those cream color ceramic, kind of like crockware. These old cups that were in the restaurants. Here's one that would be like this one was red. Then I just drew different kind of vintage. Here's a sugar bowl and then the sugar pourer. So I just found different sugar things, and I just wrote down here that that's metal, this is glass, this is glass, this one's metal, it has a little flop top, just some ketchup and mustard. And then here's a couple of the tin, the silver metal tin coffee pots. Now we would take these camping. Yeah, like percolators. Yeah, these are like a percolator. Yeah, Gene. So I just did a couple different percolators and, just things that would be in the coffee shop. And yeah, so I just sketched those out with my fox. And I started doing a little bit of coffee shop. Then this one, I love this one, the Rocket, but that would have been in the 50s. But vintage roadside coffee shop signs and stuff. So I just started playing with some signs, but I didn't get any farther than that. I ran out of time to work on this. But anyway, so there's some I want to do 30s, and I was going to tell you too, Terry, the abandoned, the guy that skateboards through abandoned places. It's going to be on this. I record them, It's going to be on Wednesday. So the one where he goes through Route 66 again, that repeats. I'm recording that one for sure. And then I can draw. I'll look at what he goes through Route 66, but he goes the back roads, the old motels, the old coffee shops. So I will have pen and pencil in hand when I watch that DVR. Because I love that show. It's called Abandoned. It's on, you can get it on Netflix, I think, and well, I'm not sure if it's on Netflix. Terry, what do you have? Direct TV? I have cable, but it's on Vice Network, Viceland. Viceland. You can see like 30-second clips of it on YouTube, but they don't have the full show. But what it is, it's a guy, grew up in the 80s, and he's a skateboard dude, and he meets up with other skateboarders, and they skate in abandoned places. And yes, and Survivor starts Wednesday. Yes, it does. So anyway, I love that show. He goes to all these abandoned places, just so awesome. He meets all these awesome people. And anyway, I said all that to say when I watch the recording, I will have pen in hand. I just drew these with a purple pen. I sketched all these with a purple pen, and then just went over it with the Crayola kids markers. These are awesome for your sketchbook. These are awesome in your sketchbook. Just Okay, I lost a pen there. Come back, Mama. I can't get it. Come back. I don't want to pull my whole shelf down. There we go. So that's what that is. It's just a purple pen and some brown and reddish color. DirecTV. Okay. And then same thing for this. It's just all purple pen. Just drew it with a ballpoint. Ballpoint pen. So they're not like sketched out in pencil or anything. I just sketched them out with the, so they're sketchy because I just sketched them out with a ballpoint pen. But anyway, so there's kind of my idea. So I went from this from last week. This was the extra credit, remember? And yeah, so I don't know if I'll probably keep this paper here. I'll put what I'll do with these, not this, because this will go in my idea notebook. But these I'll just put in my really big sketchbook, my big one. I'll tip these in. That show will be excellent one for this. Yes, it will be excellent for the sketching. Exactly. So there's my idea for that. I just wanted to share that with you. So now going on, and again, I keep this notebook. This notebook is for you guys. This is all the ideas that, oh, so here's the other one we did from homework for week 8, was taking 3 colors and expanding those out. This is where I got the fox, the coffee, and I don't know why, Yellow Rose of Texas. That's, so the 3 colors from our homework is where I got I picked the 3 items to do the fox in Texas with coffee shop. So this is how it started from our 3 colors. We had, and I just randomly picked these 3 colors. I don't even remember how we picked them, but it was like an orangey sienna color, a brown, and a butter yellow. And fox was one of the things, coffee here, and the Yellow Rose of Texas. So from there we went from Texas, coffee, and a fox, and from there I went and made a fox running a coffee shop that takes you back in time to a place of wonder. Anyway, so there's that. That was that idea with the color. Now, let's expand on this one, which I wrote down here. What did we try to start this on week 8? Well, I don't remember if we did explore this more, but again, guys, all of these can be done all the time. It's not like you have to only do week 9 on week 9. Go back and do the other one on week whatever, because you got to keep working it. You got to keep working it. So this one was to take the photo, and I don't know that I didn't do it, so I don't know if you guys did, but anyway, to take a photo and expand out with your questions. So that will be week 9. Taking the photo and then asking, like, who's in the photo? Could I be in this photo? See, ask all, just whatever can be the who, what, where, when, why, and how. What's happening? What just happened before this photo? What do you think's happening next in the photo? Like, make a little story up in your head. Where is this? Where could it be? Where do I wish it was? Where could, just all kinds of where questions. When was it taken? What time period? Was it in day? When was it? At night, day, noon? What time was it? Why did this person take this picture? Why did I like it? Why did I choose it? Why did it speak to me? How could I recreate this in a look in my own art? Now that doesn't mean just necessarily drawing the exact photo, but after you answer all the who, what, where, why, when, how questions, then you should have a better feel of why. Why did you like this picture? Let's just say it was a Ferris wheel picture of at a theme park, at a park, the old parks or whatever. Why did you like that? Is it because it brought back memories of you being a kid and being at a park? Why? Who were you with? Were you with a brother, a sister? What made you, were you a little kid and able to run free and you felt all grown up because no adult was there with you? I mean, why did you pick that picture? And then from that, try to and write a story is always a good way to, even if it's just an outline of a story, it's always a good way to help you think visually. So if you do both, okay, so that's our week 9. Okay? Do that. Take a photo, ask the questions, and then see what you can do to turn it into a piece of art. Now, if you're just a writer, then you got to, then do it all written. Okay? Janet says, you got a photo of me down at the Walmarts, Monique? Janet. Janet, maybe you and Eileen could cut pictures out on your stream and make up stories. Oh, that would be so fun. Janet and Eileen cutting magazine pictures out and making up their own stories. Those two. I can just see. That would be so fun. Just saying. Just an idea. Anyway, so that's your week 9 homework. Take a photo, ask the questions, and see. And again, don't censor yourself. When you're writing out the questions, don't think, oh, that's a stupid question. Don't ever do that. Write anything that comes to your mind, even if it may not have anything to do with the photo, but it brought something to your mind. It brought a memory or a story plot or something to your mind. Even if you go over here and make this, unrelated to the picture. But then you could do, questions off of that. So it would be a bestseller. You guys. Oh, if you're watching this recording, y'all need to try to stop by and visit the live chat. So, and if you are watching recording, thanks for watching. Okay, so that's week 9. So we'll keep this one short. I'm trying my best to keep the idea collecting segments around 30 minutes. Last week I think it was an hour and a half or something, but so I think that's all for today on that. So I'll stop this video, catch my breath, get some more coffee, and then we'll go on to. Whoa, wait, I forgot. Did I say I was gonna show this in the idea collecting? Anyway, just in case I did say it, let me go ahead and quickly show this. This is what I got at Five and Below for $4. Oh, that's what I was, because I was going to read some of this. So it's going to, sorry guys, it's going to be a little longer. The Japanese art, and I know I'm not going to pronounce these correctly. Katsushika Hukasai. And I'm sorry guys. I should have looked them up. I could have put them in the pronunciation before I came on here. I wonder if I could do that. I don't want to disconnect. All right, if I disconnect you guys while I'm looking up how to pronounce Japanese words, then thanks for watching, and I'll be right back. But let me see here. Let me see if I can do that. Japanese. I mean, I know you can, but let's see if I can find it quickly. Japanese word pronunciation. Okay. Now I got to figure out which one I want to go to. There's the transliteration in Wikipedia. Let me just try that one. There's so many, Here we go. Okay. I was actually looking for I think, don't they have a audio? Sorry guys, hang on. I think they have an audio. There's all the vowels. I don't want all that. Let's see. I just want. Okay, where's the word? Oh, that is okay. I don't want that. I went to Wikipedia. It's all about how to pronounce Japanese. So it's got all the phonetics and the grammar. No, I don't want that. Hang on, I can't see you guys. Japanese phrases. Let me put in pronunciation audio. It's been a while since I looked one of these up. Let's see. Rocket languages, Japanese dictionary. Japanese words with audio. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Japanese sounds word. Why do they make it hard to find just the Japanese audio? Where do I put? There's not a place to put in your word. Oh, hang on, guys. Let me come back to you guys. Maybe one of y'all have an answer for me. No, y'all don't. No, I want the audio version. Hang on, guys. Let me keep looking just a minute because I want to pronounce these right, but I don't know which one's the best one. Somebody will tell me in the comments, but then it'll be too late. I'm looking for a Japanese pronunciation in English. Okay, maybe this one. U.S. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Japanese. Oh, that's how to pronounce the word Japanese. I want. Wait, let me try to put one in. Okay, so let me put in cat. Sushika. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay. Well, it didn't take it. Suggestions for it. Oh, man, this isn't working. English. I want English. Okay, this is not working. It's going to take me too long. So, in the meantime, I'll just pronounce them incorrectly, guys, for now. Sorry, I can't find one quick enough. It'll take me a while to find a good one. Yeah, you can do. Oh, wait. Hey, Prisma. I don't know if you're talking to me, Connie. Sorry, I couldn't see chat when I was looking at that other side. Okay, so if I pronounce it wrong, I will look them up later. So what I wanted to do though was read a little bit about him. Okay, so here's color pencils at the ready. Here's about getting started using color pencils, using gouache or paints. But what it is, I wanted to read about him. So let me just flip through here, and what this book does is it gives you the picture, his original painting. Yes, I want to well, it's not that I just want to translate. I want the audio, how to pronounce it. Yeah, I want the pronunciation of it, not just the translation. Do you know what I'm saying? And then here's the picture for you to color. So every page, and then it gives you a little history of the painting. I don't know how well you can see this because I'm not that zoomed in. So y'all might have seen some of his paintings. They're very famous. Here's the painting. And then you color it. And I usually do not like these kind of things where you try to copy the artist. You know what I mean? It's because you never can do it. Like there's a Thomas Kinkade, there's Monet, there's all the famous painters have a color book. But you're never going to get that exact thing. And it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I know that you can't live up to that. You know what I'm saying? You're the boss of your color book, but it's not going to look like this, right? I am trying on one to do them justice, but, so, see? Howtopronounce.com, Pacola? Howtopronounce.com. Okay, hang on. I've done it before, but it's just been a long time, so, enter the word and, okay. So I'm thinking if I put Japanese in there, hang on, let's see. Where's Japanese? Select your language. Japanese is not there. What the? Well, let me just test it with, yeah, let me just put it in. I want the Japanese pronunciation. But Japanese is not one of the... it took me to another site. It's telling me to download something. Okay, I can't. Yeah, well, another day. Another day for that. Okay, let's just keep going. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I will. Of his Wikipedia artist page. Okay, I'll do that later, guys. So next time. Okay, because we're gonna run out of. I wanted this to be about 30-minute show. We're already at 30 minutes, and I want to read something to you. But I wanted to show some of this. So when I go to color, do a color show, coloring in this book, then I will have the I'll have the pronunciations. Here's Mount Fuji, and this one's called Mount Fuji on a Clear Day, 1830 to 1832, sometime in that time period. No, I haven't had time yet, Melody. Sorry, I haven't had time to do that yet either. I didn't even finish my homework. As y'all saw, I didn't finish my homework. I only got this much done. Yeah. And I didn't even get to go out and do my Inktober I was going to do an exploratory thing for my Inktober. I didn't even get to go do that. I just don't know. I don't have time to do everything. This girl right here, or that's a samurai. It's not a girl. Sorry. I don't. It's a guy. He just has long hair. No, maybe it was a dancer. Maybe it was a girl. Anyway, I haven't read every painting. But here's the one I'm working on. This is the painting. Katsu. Okay, thanks guys. I'll look at it later. Here's what I'm working on. So this is as far as I got. There's the one I'm working on. And this is all I got done. I just wanted to do enough for a sample for you guys. So yeah, but really this segment I really want to read the story. Okay, I'm getting discombobulated. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Okay, let's go to the story. He was the most prolific artist. Okay, let me see if I can read without coughing, because I need something to drink. He had a long life, 1760 to 1849. That certainly contributed to his enormous productivity. Over 30,000 works are now attributed to him. Moreover, Hokusai's work was extremely diverse and bears witness to his great skill in all types of painting and drawing. He was a craftsman working in, and it's a specific kind of art that I cannot pronounce, which literally means pictures of the floating world, but referred to a particular school of painting and graphic art. This kind of, it's UKIYO-E, gave him the bedrock for his subsequent mastery of a wide variety of disciplines, from printing, both one-off pictures and series, to book engraving, from traditional genres to epic paintings. His lifestyle was modest. However, and throughout his career, he subsisted by balancing his drawing and printmaking with more sporadic ventures into writing and illustrating popular stories, all under a variety of names. And there's like 6 different names that he went by. He was born in 1760 in a district of Edo, which later became known as Tokyo in 1868. He was adopted at the age of 3 by a craftsman who made mirrors for the court of the shogun, and he quickly showed a great aptitude for drawing. From the age of 13, he began to serve as an apprentice for various artisans and printers, and a spell as an assistant to the famous Edo bookseller that sparked a passion for books. When he turned 18, he just decided to make printing his career and began to work under the master Shunsho in the Ukiyo, well, whatever it is, printing studio, specializing in portraits of actors. His exceptional talent was immediately recognized, but the death of his master precipitated his expulsion from the studio by Shunsho's chief disciple. This setback seems to have triggered some kind of an identity crisis, which was compounded by a plunge into dire poverty. To escape this desperate situation, he started to branch out into a whole range of graphic styles. Around this time, Hokusai met a fellow artist, and the name again, who made friends with the Dutch crew of the only ship authorized to dock once a year in Nagasaki. And if y'all ever read the book Shogun or ever watched the series Shogun back in the 80s, I think it was, then you'll know like a whole bunch of the history of the Shoguns and the, I think James Clavell wrote the book. And I forget the actor that played the main character, Dr. Kildare. What is Dr. Kildare? What's Dr. Kildare's real name? Eileen. Anyway, he played the main character in the TV series, in the TV made for TV movie. Anyway, so the Dutch crew, the only ship authorized to dock once a year in Nagasaki. Since the 1630s, Japan had been closed to the outside world under pain of death as a protection against proselytization by the Jesuits, who were considered religious colonizers. The captain of the Dutch ship is said to have paid Hokusai a generous price, strictly under the counter, for a series of prints. Okay, so it goes on in there. Richard Chamberlain. So then it talks about how he became part of a new school of classical art in 1795. After a while, he turned to painting to broaden his artistic skills. In 1804, he created a spectacular masterpiece by using a broom soaked in bucketfuls of Indian ink to paint a gigantic portrait in the courtyard of a temple in Edo. It depicted a Buddhist figure in history, and the canvas covered nearly 2,700 square feet and hung from the roof to the floor for all to see. He would go on to repeat this performance in 1817 in another city. Yeah, it was a good series. Okay, so at the age of 40, he declared himself to be mad about art. It's in quotes. He was determined to depart from subject matter. Let me go on. Says hardly ever he worked in life changing. He came across some other artists and became changed by meeting them. I'm trying not to, because there's like 4 pages here. I'm trying to get to the meat of it. When he turned 60, he suddenly adopted the name Itsu, which means age of an extra year, and threw himself into illustrating books. Now this was at 60. In 1827, he recovered from a stroke without any outside assistance, but shortly afterward, in the summer of that year, his wife died. From then on, his sole companion would be his daughter, an artist in her own right, and would help him, support him until the end of his life. The year 1831 saw the appearance of a series of 36 views of Mount Fuji that would earn him worldwide recognition. And it's because that, well, I'll keep reading. Okay, and that talks about some of his printmaking. In 1834, shortly after publication, if y'all want to hear this whole thing, I can reread it when I get the pronunciations. I'll annotate the pronunciations here. In 1834, shortly after the publication of a further series of 100 views of Mount Fuji, he left Edo to escape the repercussions of the irresponsible behavior of a young man from his family. He stayed in Suruga on the see, I can't pronounce these Japanese. I don't want to mispronounce them. So, anyway, you wouldn't, unless you've been there, you wouldn't know where it was anyway. So he moved, and illustrations of traditional poems under the title 100 Poems by 100 Poets. And so, well, okay, let me keep going. In 1839, a fire in his studio destroyed all the drawings that he had in storage. After this disaster, he drastically reduced his output. Until then, he had been frenetic in his, doing so much work. Over the last 10 years of his life, he produced less and less, although every morning he set about drawing a legendary sacred lion endowed with supernatural powers. It has a name there, I cannot pronounce it. This exercise, which was more of a ritual or prayer, involved a ceaseless exploration of the same subject, the same form, and the same line. The resulting 219 drawings were assembled in a single book. And it said, and it was prefaced by, and this is in quotes, "Every morning I started drawing in the hope of a peaceful day." That was the beginning of that book. In 1845, he embarked on one final journey to visit a friend in the in another province, and while he was there, he painted his last pictures inside a temple. He died in the spring of 1849. Legend has it that his last words on his deathbed were, "5 more years and I would have become a great artist." So, yeah. Anyway, sorry for all the not being able to pronounce the Japanese. I don't like to mispronounce the words. So if I can't pronounce them, then, I'll have to look them up. But anyway, it was just so interesting to read about him. And these are all his, his paintings. I wish they would have had sizes. Of course, I can look them up. But I wish they would have given the dimensions of the original pieces. I always like that. Whenever people post pictures or art or whatever, that they've done, unless it's in a sketchbook or something like that, you never know how big these are. You got to go look it up. But I would like to know how big the original paintings were, other than that big one mural thing he painted. So yeah, so I think, and again, each one has a little, oh, well, they might have dimensions. Oh, they do have the dimensions on the back. Never mind, they do have them. They have it on the backs, on the explanation. Yeah, he was the originator of a drawing a day. I know, Picola, good one. So see the muted colors? And probably, oh, and it did say something in there about Prussian blue. When Prussian blue came to Japan, he started using Prussian blue. And he was, I think, the only one that did at the time, because it wasn't like traditional. But he used Prussian blue when it came from Europe to Japan. And so you can see it like there. See, I don't know if y'all can see the blue in there. So there's a little bit extra idea collecting here at the end. So I'm going to stop this video and we're going to take a little break. I'll get some coffee and then we'll do another project. So thanks if you're watching. I'll try to get the pronunciation of the Japanese correct. And we'll see you later.